We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello friends, myself Assistant Professor Vatsal Patel from Civil Engineering Department working at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Today we are going to discuss about cofferdam. So first, moving towards definition, cofferdams are temporary enclosure to keep out water and soil as to permit dewatering and construction of permanent facility for the structure in dry condition. So a cofferdam is a temporary structure designed to keep water or soil out of the excavation which a bridge, pier or other structure is to be built. So meaning of cofferdam in coffer means box. So to take up the foundation works in marine region, it is necessary to obstruct water flow by means of cofferdam, because we can see that due to the waves of the seas, many marine structures are damaged. So we use cofferdam for protection of that. So moving forwards, purpose to use cofferdam structure. So the main purpose is to retain soil and water. Then after they can be built as temporary or permanent boat, and main purpose is to provide dry working area for workers. It is constructed to facilitate pile driving operation also. It is used to place grillage as well as raft foundation. It is also used when the foundation of piers and abutments of a bridge, dams, blocks, etc. are to be constructed. Sometimes it is also provided to store water temporarily. Cofferdam can be used in all sectors like following, which are civil engineering. In civil engineering, we can use it for the underground car parking, foundation, basement construction. Also in transportation engineering, bridge, pier, support walls, ramps, groundwater retention, tunnel work, etc. In water engineering, weirs, culvert, flood protection walls, core protection wall, and securing embankment, etc. And in port construction, dock works, jetty works, etc. Now the selection of type of cofferdam. So according to following criteria, cofferdam is selected. If the low head of water is there, earth-filled cofferdam are used. In case of narrow excavation, single wall sheet pile are used, and in case of wide excavation, double wall cofferdam or cellular sheet piling are used. The material available at the site of work of construction also depends for the selection of the cofferdam. The possibility of overtopping by floods, tides, etc. and sliding rock-filled curved cofferdams are constructed. The nature of bed on which the cofferdam is to rest, like deep deposit of soft clay, a heavy earth-filled curb or cellular cofferdam could not be suitable, but a single wall sheet pile would be required in this condition. Also the nature of the velocity of flow, for example water flowing with the slow current or with the swift current. According to that, we have to select the cofferdam as well as also its material. The chances of bed erosion due to reduction of waterway caused by the construction of cofferdam. The facilities available for the transportation of equipment and material required for the construction of a cofferdam. Next one is types of cofferdam. So first one is earth-filled cofferdam, mainly constructed for the low level of water. Then after sandbag cofferdam, it is used to divert the course of water in required which way. Next one is rock-filled cofferdam. Then after timber creep or rock-filled cofferdam based on the construction on land and then floated into the place, which also known as the gravity dam. Next one is braced and sheet pile cofferdam, consisting of sheet pile and mainly used in shallow water depth. First one is single wall cofferdam, then after double wall cofferdam and cellular cofferdam. We will discuss it later. Next one is movable or suspended cofferdams. So first one is earth-filled cofferdam. So you can see the construction procedure or the cross-sectional area, or say the type of the work or the required criteria is shown in figure. So we will discuss it. Suitable for the river for stream having shallow depth of water about 120 to 150 centimeter with low velocity of flow. It is the simplest type of cofferdam. Freeboard is 60 to 90 centimeter. Top width of earth dike is 1 meter. Suitable side slope should be provided suitable drains also. It depends on soil availability and site condition. If dry conditions are there, clay embankment is provided, and if wet conditions are there, sand materials are suitable for it. Next one is rock fill cofferdam. So you can see two types of rock fill cofferdam in the image. So the construction of rock fill cofferdam is similar to the earth fill dams, but it can be constructed with steeper slope and water depth up to 3 meter. In case of high head of water, this can be achieved by clay or concrete care wall. Also, impervious layer provided of concrete or clay core wall or sheet pile for reducing entry of the seepage. Next, timber crib or rock filled crib cofferdams. You can see it in the image. So it consists of the following substance. So constructed on the land or floated into a place. It is first constructed on land and then floated into a position where it is required. It consists of unit cell open at the bottom and having the framework of the horizontal timber member. Hollow face truss forms are then filled within rock or gravel. You can see that in image. Depth of water is 10 to 20 meter and used for wide excavation and rocky river bottom. Next one is sheet pile cofferdam. In that first one is single wall cofferdam. It is used in place where the area to be enclosed is very small. Depth of water is more, for say example 4.5 to 6 meter. A single row of sheet pile is provided on the wall length of the cofferdam. Guide piles, walls, strut of wood. Guide piles are first driven deep in the riverbed and the spacing between them is kept to 1.8 to 3.0 meter. The sandbags are stacked on the inside and outside faces of the sheet to increase the suitability of the cofferdam or stability of the cofferdam. So you can see all the process in this image, plan and cross-sectional area also, and all the components. Now moving on the double wall cofferdam. When the area is to be enclosed is very large and it is necessary to provide double wall cofferdam. So there are two types of cofferdam, double dam. So first one is Ohio River type cofferdam. It is known as Ohio River type cofferdam because it is constructed on the Ohio River first, and second one is timber or sheeting cofferdam. Next one is cellular cofferdam. You can see both type of cofferdam, circular type and diaphragm type in the image, plan and section. The cellular cofferdam are mostly used for dewatering large areas where the depth of water may be 19 to 21 meter. Mostly used the construction of marine structure like dam, locks, etc. Two common types are already discussed. So this is the real life image of the circular type cofferdam. This is diaphragm cofferdam. Next one is movable or suspended cofferdams, where there are number of repetition work in underwater foundations such as in piers of multi-span river bridges. It is economical to design the cofferdam to be moved as a single unit from one foundation to the features of a cofferdam depends on various factors such as hydrostatic head of water, dimensions of the area to be covered by cofferdam, subsoil condition, fluctuation of outside water level, possibility of erosion, presence of ice, floating logs, the stream of cut down tree, etc. A purely theoretically designed cofferdam may fail for factors uncounted in its design. Therefore, become necessary to combine practical knowledge or experience with the theoretical aspect in the design of a cofferdam. For width and depth of cofferdam, the equation is shown. W is equal to 3 plus 1/2 into H minus 3, where W is equal to width of cofferdam in meters and H is equal to height of water above the river bed in meters. Now construction sequence of a cofferdam. Driving of guide frame, then after lowering of sheet pile, next driving of sheet piles, next horizontal bracing, waller or strut arrangement to withstand the load coming on sheet pile from outside, excavation and plug-in concrete to resist uplift pressure, reinforcement and concrete work of a permanent structure. Next, the factor governing the economical height of the cofferdam. It is also the most important theory for the cofferdam. So first one is depth of water. For low depth earth dam are used. In high depth sheet pile cofferdam are used. Next, according to current and nature of flowing of sheet piles. The high current will be there sheet pile cofferdam, higher seepage control capacity, and in low current earth or any other dam less seepage control capacity. Next, type and period of work. Shorter duration of work timber dam is used. Longer duration of work sheet pile cofferdams are used. Next one is high and low tide level of reservoir. Sheet pile must have top level slightly higher than that of the HTL so that even in the extreme case water cannot overtop the cofferdam to achieve the dry working throughout the season. Next one is core level of the reservoir. Core level can be considered as the bottommost layer of the loose soil of a riverbed level. Up to core level there are chances of erosion due to the current of water. In any weir or well foundation, the care must be taken that the founding level must be below the core water level. Next, type of material to be used. Structural sheet pile is costly but can be reused at different projects. So this is the real life image of sheet pile cofferdam. You can see the image. So here I end my session. Thank you all of you.